Good morning, Jason. Jason, are you there?
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you this morning?
I'm good, thanks. And tell me, what concerns you about these bears?
Well, bears are being pressured in our mountain parks. Unfortunately, they're ending up finding food next to our roadways. We have our rail tracks that are dropping food as well along the rail tracks. And these bears, especially the younger bears, moms with cubs, are ending up against our roadways where there's dangerous travel and in the rail system. So there's big bears in the backcountry that are accessing the really good areas back there, and so these bears are forced lower down into the valleys, Jennifer. So
what concerns you specific to the white grizzly and the baby grizzly with the white head?
Yeah, we have a lot of people stopping. I mean, there's a frenzy about this bear. I mean, it's incredible to think, it's never before been seen in the mountain parks, a white grizzly. And so there's a lot of people traveling out, and when they see this, I was happy to hear, the little clip that you had before that family just kind of went by, took a photo, but didn't stop and disturb the bear. A lot of people are stopping and putting pressure, and we have to remember that bears speak a different language than us, so they don't necessarily, follow the same rules as we do. And let's put ourselves in their shoes. They're wanting to get a lot of calories at this time of year. They just came out of hibernation. They're hungry. Their hormones are telling them to eat, eat, eat. And if we were, this morning having breakfast and 10 or 20 people showed up in our kitchen and were there taking pictures with us, with their cell phones and getting quite close to us or approaching us, that'd be pretty stressful, right? So we have to remember what bears are encountering and what they're experiencing, and that just because we stopped doesn't mean that 50 other people haven't stopped, and therefore that adds up to a lot of interactions with humans over the course of a day, weeks, and months.
How close have you seen people get to the white grizzly?
To the white grizzly, I did witness one individual that I would say, I've said under 50 meters. I'm going to say it was 20 to 30 meters away with a cell phone and out of their vehicle.
Is that, were you there at the time to actually see it yourself?
What had happened is that Nakoda and its sibling had crossed the Trans-Canada. And so it was great to see a transport truck parked with its hazards on to slow traffic down in one direction. I went down the highway and parked in another direction. I had made a call to Parks Canada. Unfortunately, they had a lot of other wildlife situations going on at that point in time, so I had my hazards on, and then I put my camera on and I shot a video from about 200 meters away, and I have very good equipment, so I could see what was going on in the distance. And yeah, that video shows this individual approaching the bear that close. And I've been doing nature photography for over 20 years, and I've had some very close calls, especially with polar bears in the Arctic. People don't understand that bears can reach speeds of a racehorse, and they can do it in about half the distance of a racehorse, getting up to that speed. So they have an amazing ability to put a charge on you if they feel really threatened.
Yeah. Now there's this small grizzly, this grizzly cub with a white head that's been spotted. Are you worried that people are actually going out to seek these rare bears?
Yeah, I think, Jennifer, some people are, and I think that, it's one of those things of, let's listen to Parks Canada. Parks Canada are the guardians of our mountain parks. They have bear biologists. They have experts. They know what is good and what will ensure the health and safety and the longevity of our bear populations in Alberta and in the mountain parks. So I encourage people to go to that resource online, look up what Parks is recommending, and follow the guidelines. So, Jennifer, I think people are going to go out and want to go see Nakoda and want to see this amazing little cub that has a white head. It's incredible, of course, but let's go ahead and let the professionals do it, and let's also watch some of the amazing footage that already exists throughout the world about grizzly bears and such, and enjoy bears in that sense, remembering that if we respect them, that we're going to have bears for a long time for future future generations. And right now, our bear populations are quite, they're threatened in Alberta. We only have 700 grizzlies. We only have 65 in Banff National Park. So every bear is very important, not just Nakoda and this white-headed little cub, but every bear is important. So important, Jennifer.
Jason, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome.